Hey there folks, and welcome back to the I Am CDB project. I, of course, am your host CDB. You are not. And today we're going to use from Pacific Shaving Company the little shaving cream pouches or pods. And I will show you how these little guys are used. I'm going to leave two in there because there'll be a giveaway. But before we get to anything else, I want to announce the winner of the shaving bowl, or excuse me, shavebowl.com bowl, which you see here, very nice. The winner is Abe Froman. So Abe, send me your address and I'll send this out to you sometime this week. Congrats, Abe, but don't worry. The rest of you folks, I'll have a giveaway that I'll announce during this video. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to use. We're going to use the RazoRock SLOC, or self-lubricating open comb, with an Astra blade. One of the things you notice, you do see the blade stick out a little bit on the edges. I have personally never been bothered by that. I think it's mostly a cosmetic thing for people who just don't like the way it looks. I've never cut myself. I don't shave myself with those edges. I don't hit anything with those edges. That's really a non-factor for me. It probably looks better if it's covered, but it's not. But as far as use, yesterday I had a really good head shave with it. So I'm interested to see how it does on the face. And of course, we're going to use the Pacific Shaving Company little pods, which you see here. And I'm just going to drop it in my bowl. I'm going to put a little bit of water in here because these are water soluble, excuse me, little pouches. And I'm just going to start to, actually I got a little too much water, start to work my brush with it. Add a little in there to get it to sort of release its bounty, as it were. And as you can see, it's starting to produce soap. Again, it is water soluble, so it will, you put the water to it and it will come apart kind of like a Tide Pod. I don't suggest that you snack on it like some young people are known to do with the Tide Pods. Scent on it is much like the other Pacific shaving products, and there you can see it's whipping into a lather pretty quickly. It's a mint type scent. The one thing about these products, very quickly to go into a lather. As you can see there, you know, it really gets into a lather rather quickly. Let's add a little water and see how it handles it. And we'll give this a go. I tell you what, that little pod does produce a lot of lather, so it's more than enough for a head shave and a face shave, probably 2 or 3 shaves, truth be told, but it's in a really convenient form factor. That I can tell you. So we've got a good bit of lather out of that little pod in no time flat. About half a bowl full of lather, and this timeless bowl is fairly large. Let's just slap a little water on my face. Well, first let's take off my watch. No need to get that wet. Stand by, we'll be right back. And all right, so we've wet the face, and here we are with our little Pacific shaving. What's it called? Let's see. Just shaving cream, instant lather in the palm of your hand. So you could make that in your hand if you wanted to. I, of course, did it in a more traditional way. It works either way. I've seen it done the other day. This is the second time I've tried one of these because I tried one off camera the other day just to see how it lathered, and it did just fine. Produces a lather quickly. That would be my assessment on its strength. Is they really burst into lather rather quickly. So if you're in a hurry and don't feel like lathering a traditional soap, you can use one of these, and it'll definitely get you where you need to be quickly. Or if maybe you're traveling or something. Now, I don't know how the TSA would take to these little pods if you were traveling in an airplane. They might, you never know what they're going to do. So be careful with that. But you know, if you're going somewhere, you take some of these pods, I guarantee you'll get enough lather. I got lather all over the place here. So no problems whatsoever, with lathering. All right. There we go. Plenty of lather. Whole bowl full of lather down there. And so now let's get on with our RazoRock SLOC. The price on this, for this and this stainless 316 handle was 20 bucks, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. 25 at the most. Either way, not 35, not 45, but great price. And you know, I like the way that feels. Actually feels pretty doggone good. Nice and smooth, not threatening. It feels mild, but in some ways, granted it's been a long time since I've used the Phoenix, you know, double open comb or whatever it's called, dock. That one seemed really, really mild. This one doesn't seem as mild. I could be wrong, but this one doesn't, at least as I recall, as best as I recall, it doesn't seem like it's exactly the same shaver. But again, I could be wrong on that because it's been, you know, probably 2 years since I've used one of those other ones. So don't hold me to it, but it feels very smooth. And actually, for the money, great bargain. And I can't recall if it was $19.95 or $25. I want to say it was $19.95 with this stainless steel handle, which is really a great price. Smooth shaver so far. Really surprising for the price, to be quite honest with you. Stand by, we'll come back for pass 2. All right, and here we go. Pass number 2. There was lather again flying all over the place. Again, these little shaving cream pouches, let's not get it in my eye, that would not be particularly glorious, produce a lot of lather. That I can tell you. My suggestion to Pacific Shaving Company would be produce this in other scents like lime, you know, lemon, lavender, some basic scents. I know they're probably not going to invest in making all sorts of exotic scents like some of the artisans who are, you know, smaller and more agile. But I suggest some, I guarantee you, if this was lime, I'd buy some because they would be really convenient. And they produce a nice lather. I can't complain on a quality basis. It's probably not quite as rich as some of your artisan subs with goat's milk and lanolin and all that stuff. But I must say, pretty doggone good lather. And given that you can make it very quickly, make it in your hand or with a brush like I'm doing, it produces a very good volume for the size of that pod. That I can tell you for absolute certain. All right. So let's roll on with this guy, which is actually feeling pretty doggone good, I must say. Nice and smooth, which is good. The only thing you have to be careful about, I have found over the years with these inexpensive cast heads, are the threading sometimes are a little rough. So, you know, make sure you get one with decent threading. Now, I didn't have any problem with this one, but sometimes when they're, you know, manufactured in China or wherever, you get them and sometimes the threading is a little rough. So, if you get one that threads nicely, it can be a really nice shaver. And I must say, this feels really nice and smooth. Feels far better than I expected. I thought it would be on the extreme end of mild, which I felt the SLOC was. You know, they called that like a buffing razor and so forth. But this one, could be just me thinking it, but it feels a little more efficient to me. And I definitely like the handle. The handle that was sold with the dock, I just didn't care for. It just was not, it was way too light. Felt chintzy to me, although I did like, again, the razor. But this one has a really nice handle for the money. Again, 20 to 25, not 35, not 45, so great price. All right, let me rinse the face. We'll come back with pass 3. All right, here we go with pass 3 with our, there goes more lather sling. A lot of people don't like these mainstream products that are sold in Target and Walmart and so forth, which this is. You can find them in your Walmart and Target and so forth. I try everything. I figure there's no harm in trying it. And you can still use this like a traditional product if you want to. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can just, make the lather in your hands and rub it on your face. And but I try everything. And I must say, I can't really find anything wrong, even from a traditional perspective with this, other than I'd like it in like a lime or lavender, or lemon lime, lemongrass, orange, citrusy type scent on a performance basis. I used the stick here yesterday. It developed a nice lather, so I'm a traditionalist for the most part when it comes to my shaving routine. But you know me, I'll try these modern, widely available products that are sold in the box store, and I can't really find anything wrong with it. It works well, produces the pods are pretty impressive because they produce a lot of lather for the size. They're about the size of a dime, roughly. And man, I got plenty of lather, I'll tell you that. So let's get on with a third and final pass. I've had no performance issues with slickness or anything like that. I'd say the lather perhaps not as rich as some of the specialty, artisan soaps with all the really rich ingredients in there. But overall, really nice, actually, product. Give me some lime or lemon, orange, I'd be happy. I do believe, folks. And keep watching, because we'll be giving away some Pacific shaving products as well as something else here in a moment. So please stay tuned. Boy, this razor has done nice for me. I do believe it's a keeper. It's a smooth shaver, surprisingly. I was expecting it to be too mild, but it worked really well on my head yesterday. And after that, I said, it's going to be interesting to see how it shaves on my face tomorrow. And by George, I do believe it's done a pretty good job. So, there's that. Nothing wrong with that at all. And you see that I'm still using the residual slickness of the Pacific Shaving Company product here, which is, worked quite well. I have no complaints, I must tell you. All right, let me rinse my face, and we'll come back and announce our giveaway and do the post. Stay tuned. All right, and here we are back with the magic made by witches. There's what you see here. And we'll slap it on there. We'll wait for the aftershave today because I'm going to shave the head and take a shower and so forth. But quick review before we announce our giveaway for this week. Today we used the single-use minis, which look like so. And I think according to this package, they're sold in, it says 40 shaves. So I don't know if that's when they're sold or you get 40 pods or whatever, shaving cream pouches. But they actually work very well. Produced quite a bit of lather. I still have a lot of lather left over my bowl. Plenty enough for another head shave. 2 or 3 shaves, really. So let's go ahead and announce the giveaway. Oh, first, back to the RazoRock SLOC. Surprisingly good shaver for the money. 20 to 25. I want to say $19.99, but I can't recall. 20 to 25, let's put it that way. It really did a good job. It surprised me. I'm very happy with it. Great handle too, by the way, for the money. And of course, we already talked about Pacific Shave. Let's get to the giveaway. So, courtesy of Pacific Shaving, we're going to give you a tube of unused Pacific Company shaving cream in the tube here, featured on USA Today, Good Morning America. It's got caffeine in it. It's supposed to help with the skin and so forth. So we'll send that out, and we'll give you the remaining 2 pods or 2 shaving cream pouches out of here, which you can try for yourself. And I'm going to throw in a Shave Revolution. I believe this is the last one of these I have. Shave Revolution open comb razor. So if you want to be entered, send an email to cdb@imcdb.com and write Pacific Shaving in the subject line. You don't have to write much in the body unless you want to. But if you say Pacific Shaving, I'll know you want in, and I will draw next Sunday for the winner. And again, the winner of last week's giveaway was Abe Fromm. So Abe, send me an email. I'll get it out to you later this week. I want to thank everybody for watching. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB. You are not. God bless.